Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is a little bit different. Part of it is me sharing something that I recently did, and also um, then through that, we're gonna connect more with our ancestors as well as our soul's desires and, just connecting to our higher self by following our interests and wishes and desires that we have. I hope that makes any sense. I'll explain a bit more in a second. Okay, so basically, what I treated myself to very recently, last week and this week, there was a 2-day workshop on blacksmithing, so forging a Viking knife. Here's a picture of it, and here is my product. That's the knife that I forged, and actually, the instructor helped us a little bit putting a proper blade in so that we can use it. It actually cuts through paper. It's totally awesome. I'm going to read this for you. Commonly referred to as a Viking knife, Viking blacksmith knife, or blacksmith's knife, this pocket-sized knife's design is based on Iron Age blades found in a bog in Denmark. The knife would likely have been used for daily living tasks and specifically by early blacksmiths for preparing kindling for their charcoal and coal forges. Now, first of all, Denmark is a neighbor of Germany, so considering that I am German, that's my background, that's very, very close to my culture. And the Viking and the Celtic people, like the Celtic people of southern Germany, were still fairly similar culturally. And I actually remember I had this book about the ancient Alemannic people, which were the Celtic people of southern Germany. They had very similar designs to that, swing that you see here in the knife handle. And like, for example, even the men at that time had long hair and they twisted it on the side of the head. And it almost reminds me a little bit of that too. My knife is swung a little differently, but it's actually it's very comfortable to hold, to be honest. Like, it's actually a really, really cool, very simple and very cool design. I was thinking I could wrap it in leather, but I think I just like it like this. So, this is something that I feel connects me to my ancestors, as well as having done something for myself, because I love to learn new things and I love to do hands-on stuff. And I haven't really done too much of that over the past few decades, but I'm a former Waldorf student and we learned a lot of stuff in school: woodworking, metalworking, bookbinding, basket weaving, stone carving, the basics of pottery, like with the wheel and hand building. What else? Yeah, anyhow, like a bunch of hands-on stuff that felt really good, and I felt like it was helping my soul be more true to itself, in a sense, right? And a lot of times when we don't allow ourselves to follow our interests, and you could have very different interests. Your interests could be simply reading or traveling or baking or knitting or whatever, right? Like, it could be a whole bunch of different things. DIY, like fixing things, electronic stuff, like anything, right? But when you kind of don't really follow your interests and passions and what excites you, it's like your soul, your spirit kind of dies or it wilts away, withers away. It's like it's not fully alive, right? So, like, I found this workshop so exciting, so much fun, and I feel so refreshed and renewed, right? So I feel like as part of our healing journey and also our self-care, this is actually a part of it. I mean, not this specifically for all of you, but as an example, like I'm using my stuff as an example, but whatever it is for you, I think we need to now learn to really go for all the things that bring us joy and where we feel passion and excitement about something that we want to do and learn and, just spend time with. So that's basically the purpose of tonight's ceremony, that we get more in touch with that side of ourselves again as part of our soul healing in this incarnation. So let's get started. And also by connecting to now, this may not always be the same for all of you, but you may connect with your ancestors because you get into sewing, and let's say maybe your grandmother loved sewing, and maybe through your lineage, like a lot of your ancestors were sewing, so then that connects you to them as well, right? So it could be something like that, or where you honor them in a certain way by following your interests, right? So whatever applies to you, whatever your situation is, I somehow feel like we can connect and combine those two things, following our interests and connecting with our ancestors. And if not, then it could be done separately, right? Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be like this. All right, so let's smudge and get started. Oh, and I chose a red candle today. I only have the thin ones, but just for the heart, like to represent love. Like not the chakra color red, but the sort of more regular mainstream color red where we often think of love, right? Okay, so one moment. I want a little bit more smoke here for the smudging. Somehow I want to get a good smudge going. Okay, a little bit more. I'll get this. Yeah, now it's going. Okay. All right, perfect. Please cleanse and renew all of our energies and take away anything dark, evil, and low vibrational, and flood us with massive amounts of healing light, unconditional love, blessings, and protections from the divine. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. All right. Dear Creator, higher power, source, and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors, dear Mother Earth, our ancestors that are of the light and in the light, Great Spirit of the fire, as well as the other three elements, air, earth, and water, please join the ceremony and assist the healings and prayers with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. Okay, first, I want to start by thanking all of you for all your protection and guidance, and just for this life, for being alive at this time on Mother Earth, to be a part of this massive shift that is happening, to let us be a part of the forerunners of this whole ascension process. There will be many more that follow us a little bit later, but we're sort of in the beginning wave. I'm sure there are some that might be a little bit ahead of us, but we're still pretty much in the first wave, I'd say. Okay. So thank you for letting us be in the ascension process pretty early on during this important time for Mother Earth and for all of us. Thank you for being there so strongly for us. And please help us become and be more and more in touch with who we really are. Help us discover who we are deep down at our core by following our passions and interests and by finding the things that excite us, that bring us joy and happiness. By not letting us or ourselves be stopped because no one around us is doing certain things. By not letting us be stopped because of preconceived notions of societal brainwashing or anything else. Like, for example, this would be traditionally male and I'm a woman, but I'm totally interested in these kind of things. So, you know. And please help us fully and completely be true to ourselves and help us bring every aspect of ourselves in line to help us with the ascension and our healing. Help us bring body, mind, spirit, soul, our energy field, and any and all other aspects that may be out of line or a little bit off that sort of, I picture a centered line here, right, where everything is in line. Anything that is still sort of off that line, please bring it in and help us unite all these aspects of ourselves so that our thoughts, words, feelings, and actions all line up so that they're all one, so that we no longer say one thing but think something else and maybe do something different again, but that we embody truth in all aspects. And that comes by being, like, following our interests. That is a part of this as well. And through that, help us also, or also separately possibly, help us connect very, very strongly, especially with our ancestors, so that we can honor not just our ancestors, but also heal our whole bloodlines, our lineages, that we can make everyone proud, not in an old-fashioned 3D sense, but in the sense of bringing true joy and happiness and love to everyone who is helping us by embodying this divinity within us. I hope that makes sense. I kind of, because I'm an empath, I feel more what it should be. And sometimes the words are low. Yeah, trickier to come out. Okay, but I think that should be clear enough. Let us be filled with this massive amount of divine love light energy. Let us feel all of our ancestors within us, all the ones that are off the light and in the light, and help us heal all of those ancestors that aren't. There was a lot of dark stuff that happened in the past that sometimes made it difficult for people to stay in the light or be in the light. Help us heal all of that. by letting us walk in the light. Yeah, I can feel our ancestors are extremely proud of us. They're extremely happy that we're on the path and that we're doing the hard healing work. They themselves tried and couldn't quite do it. I mean, even those that are in the light, they were great people and they did a, great job and lived a great life. But they weren't necessarily able to break generational curses. And we're doing that now. So we're getting so much love and support from them. They're so proud of us. Sorry, let me just breathe through this because I feel those emotions very strongly. They're so, so happy and proud, and they love us so much. And if we could feel this feeling all the time, we would be in oneness. But it's like we keep snapping back in and out of it, and we keep switching back and forth into separation, and then some moments of oneness, and then separation. But we're taking all the right steps. We're doing all the right things, and we will get there. We should not give up, because they're behind us 100%. We gotta keep going. They believe in us. We just need to believe in ourselves now, because we can do it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want to stay in this energy longer, please pause the video. We're going to wrap it up now. Thank you so much for all your help, for all your support, for all the healing and protection and everything else that we need on our path. We know that you're completely there for us, and we're doing our best, to stay on the path the best way that we can. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please accept our love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings. And let the ceremony now be finished. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. Oh, ooh, sorry, energy shiver. Oh, thank you so much, everyone, for watching and for being a part of the ceremony and for working on your own healing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'm also sending you tons of love and light, many blessings, and be well until next time. Bye.